Greetings to the guests that have come to attend this great graduation ceremony of Dr. V.M. DWAYI. Dr. V.M. DWAYI is my big brother in the Lord, a big brother even way back at home in Eastern Pondoland. And while today is about celebrating Dr. Valile DWAYI, Untlane Uvalela, I can, within the context of this topic, our identity and significance do matter, provide some general context about the significance of the Ntlane or Valela clan roots in the region of Amampondo aseLusikisiki. iLusikisiki ke idolophu enkulu nedolophu ehlonitshwayo ngenxa yendawo ezininzi ethe yanazo ezibalulekileyo neziluncedo kakhulu ebantwini. Kodwa ndifuna ukuyibalula into kokubana uNtlane uValela njengondoda ethe yaphuma izandla kwezencwadi ngemfundo yade yawuthwala isidanga semfundo ephakamileyo sobugqirha, siyamhalalisela, siyamvuyela, sithe Nkosi kuThixo ngenxa yakhe. uNtlane ke yindoda esuka kwindawo yasemampondweni ezingcayo ngobumpondo bayo iphinde izingce ngoKristu wayo. Njengoba sihlangene apha namhlanje, sihlangene ukuba sizovuyisana naye ekuthini emveni kwexesha lokubila esoma, efunda, esenza konke phanda wade wayofikelela kweli bakala loba namhlanje sithi nqwadalala kule ndawo sihlanganiswe nguye. Individuals like Dr. Valile DWAYI have personal connection to their people, and they are actively involved in the preservation and promotion of their cultural heritage. His involvement could take various forms, such as participating in community events, ceremonies, or initiatives aimed at preserving traditional knowledge and practices. Overall, the broader context of his involvement in the community and its diverse forms provides insight into his cultural richness and significance. Historically, during the colonial era, education was reserved for the South Africans with limited opportunities available to black communities. This lack of educational access severely hindered the socio-economic advancement of Amampondo and other indigenous groups. However, despite these obstacles, the Amampondo, like other African communities, recognized the importance of education for the empowerment and progress of their people. As such, they embarked on various quests for education, often through grassroots movements, community initiatives, and activism. One significant aspect of this quest was the establishment of community schools and educational programs by local leaders and activists within Amampondo communities. These initiatives aimed to provide basic literacy and numeracy skills to children and adults who were denied access to formal education. The struggle for education was intricately linked to broader movements for social justice and liberation in South Africa. The Amampondo, alongside other oppressed groups, participated actively in anti-apartheid protests, strikes, and demonstrations, demanding an end to segregation and discrimination in all spheres of life, including education. The culmination of these efforts was realized with the dismantling of apartheid in the early 1990s and the subsequent democratization of South Africa. The post-apartheid era brought significant reforms to the education system, aiming to redress historical injustices and promote inclusivity and equal opportunities for all South Africans, regardless of race or ethnicity. Today, while challenges persist, including disparities in educational quality and access, the quest for education among Amampondo and other indigenous communities remains a vital aspect of their ongoing journey towards empowerment, development, and social justice. I now come to some cultural dynamics that are important to understand the person of Dr. Valile DWAYI and his quest for education. One of those is the subject of community and kinship, where there is a strong emphasis on community and kinship ties. Family relationships, clan affiliations, and community responsibilities play significant roles in shaping individuals' identity and societal cohesion. The second aspect is the traditions and practices, such as initiation ceremonies, ancestral worship, and rites of passage are integral to the Mpondo cultural groups. These traditions serve to reinforce social norms, maintain cultural community, and affirm collective identity, even though my brother, Dr. Valile DWAYI, has a firm foundation of faith in Christ and practicing the biblical injunctions concerning his salvation. The third area is the oral tradition, where our culture relies heavily on oral tradition and storytelling as means of passing down history, knowledge, and values from one generation to the next. Things like folklore, myths, and legends contribute to the preservation of cultural heritage and serve as teaching tools for moral and ethical behavior. Myself, I'm a beneficiary of oral tradition, where my own grandfather always told us about the wars he fought in, including the Inguza Hill battle, where he was involved. The fourth aspect is the respect for elders. Elders in our environment and our identity hold a revered position in our society, as they are regarded as custodians of wisdom and tradition. With our beliefs in the faith we have in God and the aspects of daily life, which includes decision-making and ceremonies and rituals, we are people that believe that elders must be respected. That is part of our identity, and it is part of our significance. Dr. Valile DWAYI's beliefs are anchored in Christ and Christianity. Christianity was introduced to the Mpondo people through missionary efforts during the colonial period. The adoption of Christianity brought about significant changes in the Mpondo society, including shifts in the religious beliefs and practices and cultural norms. The encounter between Christianity and indigenous Mpondo beliefs has led to what they call syncretism, wherein elements of both traditions are often integrated or coexist with individual and communal religious practices. Like I said, Dr. Valile DWAYI's faith is anchored in Christ and Christianity and is not linked to syncretism. Because this blending of beliefs and rituals reflects that dynamic nature of cultural identity and religious expression among the Mpondo people. The last point I want to make is around transformation of belief systems. While some Mpondo people and individuals fully embrace Christianity and its teachings, others maintain a dual religious identity, navigating between Christian faith and traditional belief and spiritual beliefs. The transformation of belief system is a complex and an ongoing process influenced by historical, social, and personal factors. But he and I believe in Christ and Christianity. Now, as I draw to a close, the intersection of the Mpondo cultural identity and Christian beliefs underscores the complexity of identity formation and the ways in which individuals negotiate their sense of self within a multicultural and multi-faith context. And in this context, Dr. Valile DWAYI is a brother in Christ whose faith is anchored in Christ and Christianity. For many Mpondo people, their identity is shaped by a mosaic cultural, religious, and historical influences, each contributing to their sense of belonging and significance within their community and broader society. Whether through adherence to traditional customs, embrace of Christian doctrine, or a combination of both, Mpondo individuals assert their identity and affirm their place in the world, drawing strength from the richness of their cultural heritage and the depth of their faith. So I dare say, as I conclude, to understand the person of Dr. Valile DWAYI, you must understand the identity and significance of his roots side by side with his faith as an anchor, because all of these have helped to shape his worldviews. What we are celebrating today is a culmination of an influence of faith and education facets, and these are all coming together as we celebrate our brother in Christ, Dr. Valile DWAYI. And I say congratulations to you, sir. Congratulations, Ntlane. Congratulations, Valela. May God bless you.